Hello and welcome back to Serious Sam. This will be part 15 of my playthrough. Let's continue.
Now what? Huh? Strange things are afoot in the Arctic Circle. Hey, Sam! Who are you? I'm you from the future. It's complicated, just roll with it. It's not the weirdest thing that's happened this week. Listen up, your team's safe. Hellfire took care of that, but that Weasel Brand has the Grail and is headed for the portal now. In this version of the timeline, you landed too far to the east. But don't worry, I got you covered. Thanks, buddy. Good to know I have my back. What can I say? We're a great guy.
Sir, the pyramid is done charging.
All right, I'm coming. That was interesting. Quinn, I need a route to the portal.
Sam? I thought you were dead.
I got better.
What happened?
This thing doesn't have GPS.
No, I meant to you. What happened to you?
Oh, the usual stuff. Got drugged on a train, jumped from a plane, talked to my future self, and now I don't know how to get to Tunguska.
I don't even... Okay, give me a sec.
Thanks, Quinn. Always a pleasure.
This is non-standard use of vehicle.
Fly me to the Noom.
I do not understand.
No? How about, don't lose your head?
You confuse me. Is this joke?
Okay, soldier. You have no sense of humor. Which way to the big battle? Thanks. Have a nice day.
It is not likely.
This is Bill at Radio Free Earth with a thought for today. You know, we humans, we've spent the last few millennia constantly at war with one another. And to be perfectly honest, most of it for really dumb reasons. It's actually quite tragic. But maybe we can turn it around. Maybe it means something. Because now we have to fight. And if there's one positive thing about all these thousands of years of fighting, it's this. We've gotten really good at it. You hear that, Mental? This is one hell of a badass plan.
Why does
and
everyone
you're
think they
not
are comedians?
getting it. Corwin out.
Oh, okay, that's destroyed.
Sam, are you on foot? What happened to the snowmobile?
Had to ditch it. In a canoe's face.
Hurry up or you'll miss all the fun.
I'm working on it.
Don't worry, I'll save you a few.
Find another spell, put the cannon in. This is not right, because get some armor back.
You should be able to make radio contact with the others soon.
I have no idea what you just said.
You must kill General Brandt.
Now that I understand.
Let's see what I did. trying to have a little fun with rockets. Not too heavy, but mild.
Guys, I'm pretty sure the big battle's the other way.
Okay, this.
Hey, who started the party without me?
You're late? Good to have you back, boss.
Sam, I'm sending you the coordinates to a resupply point. I suggest you head there.
You say the cleverest things.
I know.
Whoa.
Sam, can you see the general?
Not yet, but I bet he's around somewhere.
Guys, you need to clear a path to that outpost.
On it.
Time to raise hell. Seems like they're hungry for love.
Damn it. You keep getting uglier. Oh,
I, Howard Brand, the last human, the beast of the apocalypse, have summoned thee, Oog San, O great warlock, O mightiest servant of Tahum, to present thee with a gift for the One Infinite. This prisoner, O Mighty One, is your most hated adversary, Sam Stone. The Lord of Unreason will be most pleased to see him humbled. Let this tribute be the start of a great and powerful alliance. Together, we shall bring about the end of history.
Get up, get up, get up.
The creature appears to be using the rods to recharge his vital energy. You must destroy them.
I need a way to get up there.
Give me a sec. I have an idea. Sam, I'm dropping a grappling hook and a parachute. All the tools you'll need to go Muzan climbing.
Thanks, babe. Let's get grappling.
Yo, boss, don't forget to take some C4. We got plenty over here.
need to find Glory.
I fear the creature is only temporarily stunned. If you do not act, it will rise again.
But how do we kill it?
I have just the thing. Hellfire! I'm gonna need wings.
Your wish is my command.
Oh no, you don't. Take that, snake stick.
Sam, did you just break the Holy Grail?
Yep.
That thing's gonna blow!
Yep.
Hey, boys, did you miss me?
You're right on time.
Wanna go for a ride? Say hi to the big fella?
You betcha. Open wide. That went straight to his head.
I would have said, don't lose your head.
Already did that one today.
That was one hell of a migraine.
This is getting very cerebral.
Things came to a head.
Brain drain is a serious issue. Talk about a head rush. I guess he couldn't get it out of his head.
No, wait. I got it. We blew his mind.
Perfect.
Yep, that's the one.
I hate it when I come up with the right one-liner 5 minutes after I kill the monster.
Yeah, it's the worst.
The life so short, the craft so long to learn.
I had pun block for a week once.
It's never happened to me.
You think this is the end? Do you think you've won? You have no idea what Tahum is capable of. He will destroy this planet, and nothing...
Just in case.
Oh, and by the way, tell Mental, Earth says hi.
Good.
And then I jumped out of the plane right over the Arctic Ocean.
And you survived how?
He's serious, Sam?
That is not an explanation. I'm Rodriguez the Ram. When I jumped off a hooker's bicycle, I broke my
You know,
pelvis.
there's a theory that states...
Oh God, not again. It's not a theory when some whack job just comes up with some random stuff, Carter. Anyone can do that. I can do it. Dogs invented the moon. My grandmother was a reptiloid. Sam is a time traveler.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
There's a hypothesis.
So, how did you guys escape from the Harvester?
Oh, it was so badass.
It was gross.
They tried to probe us.
What? Nobody tried to probe me.
Me neither. Carter, I think they singled you out. Did you tell them one of your theories? Sorry, I mean hypotheses.
Well, you would have been next. They went after me first because of my intel.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
Man, that was a long mission.
Oh, yeah.
At least we got to see the sights.
You know, Rome was pretty cool. Especially the Vatican. You know, before Sam blew it up.
Hey, I only blew up part of it.
France was awesome. But I'm part French, you know, I'm biased.
You're part French, too?
Of course. French is the language of love. And I am all about the loving.
Ew.
Yo, pass me the marshmallows.
Rodriguez ate them all.
Damn it.
Let's call Quinn and order more.
You know, she's a communications officer, not your personal assistant.
We're out of beer.
Damn it! Quinn, we need more beer.
Hey, you remember when Kenny lost his shoe?
Poor Kenny.
He was a good kid.
I wish Father Mikhail was here.
So you could torture the poor man with your theories?
Well, I choose to believe that he enjoyed our conversations.
Man, I wish we could kill Brand some more.
How many times have we saved the Earth now?
I don't know, like 7, 8?
Are we counting Beijing?
Definitely.
What about Oslo?
I don't think that counts. Plus, you ran over that nun.
I keep telling you guys, she came out of nowhere.
How many more times do you think we can pull this off? Saving the planet?
As many as we have to.
No way we're all gonna make it.
Speak for yourself.
Well, whoever's left at the end will have to find a way. There's always a way. Sometimes it requires dynamite, but it's always there.
Wow, that got dark fast.
I got beer.
Quinn, you came!
Beer! You came!
You are my personal assistant.
Oh, shut up, Hellfire.
A toast. Let's raise our beers in memory of absent friends.
To Jones. Miss you, buddy.
To Father Mikhail. I hope they let you take your shotgun into heaven.
To Kenny. You were just getting the hang of it.
So, where do you think they'll send us next?
Someplace warm would be nice.
But not too humid.
How about Egypt?
Americano.
Nana, I have a mission for you.
Silly boy.
Let's do this.
Well, that was the end of the main game for Serious Sam. Got 2 trophies out of completing that. I'm gonna go through the monster roster. Give it a second load. I have to admit, it doesn't quite play like the other ones. I do have to admit that opening into that massive battle was kinda epic. Now I go through these one by one. Beheaded Rocketeer, an undead Syrian soldier, killed long ago in a war against the instrumental and brought back to life through cybernetic zombification technology. Remote controlled by a life control unit similar to that used on the beheaded Kamikaze. Rocketeers employ outdated, low-power handheld magic missile launchers from the last days of the Syrian resistance. These weapons suffer from low efficiency and damage, for which they make up for by possessing built-in techno-magical ammunition replenishers. Beheaded Firecracker. Another enemy of Mental's ironically turned into a cyber zombie. This Syrian soldier is controlled by a life control unit. In a symbolic gesture surely intended to disturb, the firecracker carries its own head in one hand. The head acts as a source of audio-visual input, but also functions as a weapon, firing 5 magic missiles in quick succession. Sadly, the beheaded firecracker is immune to its own projectiles. Interesting.